So how can we grade the routes we ride to know if we're adequately qualified and experienced for that particular route? This section should help define the criteria we use to judge a route or section of a route and give some examples of each level of terrain. Whether you are legally allowed to ride somewhere is covered in section 4 on access. So first of all, we've got level 1, areas with few technical hazards, little technical difficulty, and help should be readily available. Examples are canal towpaths, forest roads, and such like. In the next few clips, we'll see some shots of Coedy Brennan and Bev Gellert, some forest roads, some double track, nice and open, relatively flat and straightforward, little technical difficulty, easy access to emergency services if necessary. You can see that most of them involve the usual fantastic weather that we enjoy in this country when we go mountain biking.
Your love don't read between the lines. Well, I've been told that I'm behind the times. Bow down and seek your maker man. Bow down and seek your maker man. And now run fast as you can. Just feel.
So now we move on to level 2 terrain. Here we're into wild country, although not above 600 metres, and much further from assistance. There is some degree of technical skill required, so a route may be graded level 2 because of its technical difficulty or because of its location. So the first few sections we're going to see are from the Dragon's Back Trail in Coedy Brennan. We've got a rocky pavement, fairly straight. Then we've got a small drop off, the size you'd expect at level 2, a bit of flowing single track. And then a fairly rooty section with 2 lines, although it's quite technical, it's got a nice clean and obvious lead in and a clear run out, so not too many hazards there. Another then section of rooty forest riding from the Blacker Plantation near Sheffield, followed by the descent from Handkirk Moor, also near Sheffield, quite wide but quite rocky. We've got a ford at the bottom of the Blacker Plantation, nice straightforward lead in and clear run out again. And finally, a section of loose, fairly rutted trail in Bev Gellert Forest, but not too deeply rutted, so it's still possible to ride without too much technical skill. So now we're into level 3 terrain, truly mountainous country above 600 metres and away from assistance. Much higher degree of technical skill required to cope with some of the technicalities that you're seeing on the screen in front of you, and we're going to see some examples of those from Coedy Brennan and the Peak District, as well as Bev Gellert Forest. The first one is from Coedy Brennan, steep rocky pavement with some high berms. Then we have a steep descent of Stanage Edge, giving a classic level 3 descent over some big blocks in a moorland situation. Another short section from Coedy Brennan with a tree stump in the way, just blocking the main line. And here we have Bev Gellert Forest on a deeply rutted and very loose trail, with some medium to large sized pebbles and boulders making life difficult. Another section from Coedy Brennan, a ford with a steep lead in on a bend and a steep lead out. And here we have the end of the plantation descent from Stanage